Thank you. Happy good evening to everyone. It's a very good evening to everyone. That is a happy occasion to have Dr. Gopi with us. He was associated with us as a computer therapy for a long time. It's more than a decade back. I remember he delivered a lecture in our conference hall. Now again his turn has come and he is going to talk in a disturbing technology, that is a blockchain. It is going to revolutionize the total world of around us. It is our whatever land records, whatever our certificates, everything cannot be altered through this technology. Really, it is an interesting topic he is going to deliver. I welcome Dr. Gopi, Assistant Professor, Christian University, Bangalore. I very much welcome you, sir. I welcome our Dr. Kumaresan, our IE members, IE Tiruchirappalli Local Center, and Indian Institute of Welding, Tiruchirappalli branch, Computer Institute of India, Tiruchirappalli chapter, and Indian Welding Society Southern Zone, and Indian Institute of Metals members. Now over to Dr. Kumaresan to give a president's address and welcome the gathering, sir. Please, sir. Dr. Kumaresan.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. I join with Engineer Selvaraj in welcoming all for participating in this online lecture. And first of all, I request everyone be safe because it's stated that the second wave is picking up corona, so we should be safe and continue our job wherever possible in the online mode. So in that respect, Institution of Engineers Tiruchirappalli Local Center is doing a good job, and we conducted several online lectures and it's going on, and we tried in hybrid mode as well, so it is working well. Now, coming 18th, we are having one more webinar and coordinated from the headquarters. It's on energy conservation, opportunities and challenges in oil and gas industries. So it's at 5:30 p.m. Already we have circulated the invitation to the members. I request the members can register for attending that webinar because that is coordinated centrally and it's different platform. So we have to register for attending that program also. Now coming to the today lecture, thank you Dr. Gopi for kindly consented to deliver the lecture to the Institution of Engineers in the online mode on the relevant topic, blockchain and its applications. So thank you all the participants for attending this program in the online mode. Thank you one and all. I welcome the Dr. Gopi for presenting to this August gathering. Thank you. And over to Engineer Selvaraj. So before Engineer Selvaraj, please arrive. So before Engineer Selvaraj started his work, in next part, and let me inform that the next week we are going to celebrate the World Water Day. So I request that all the fellow corporate engineers to join that program also in a big number. Over to Engineer Selvaraj. Sir, you have to unmute. Selvaraj, sir, you have to unmute.
Thank you, Dr. Kumaresan. Really, you listed out all our activities, and it's going to be a recent second national program with the IE headquarters. Really very interesting to note. And energy conservation, we will all participate there. Now, I'll introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Gopi. He is Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Christ deemed to be University from Bangalore, Karnataka. And his qualifications are, he is BSc Physics from Bharathidas University, Tiruchirappalli, 2000. He is son of soil for Tiruchirappalli only. So very happy to be with him today. And he did his MCA Computer Applications, Anna University, Chennai in 2009. And he did his MPhil Computer Science, Bharathidas University, Tiruchirappalli in 2010. And he has done his PhD in Computer Science, Bharathidas University, Trichy in 2013. His teaching experience is faculty in Computer Applications, NIT Trichy, from August 2014 to July 2017. He was visiting faculty in the Indian Institute of Information Technology, Trichy, from June 2016 to April 2017. He is also a visiting faculty to the School of Computer Science and Engineering, Bharat University from August 2013 to July 2014. His academic experience varies. There is keynote speaker for various workshops, conferences, and training programs. And he was a chairman PAC of for MSc NIT Trichy. Best Research Poster Award during Digital India celebrations. Nominated for ACM India Alan during birth centenary celebrations. Member Board of Studies for B vocational program at St. Joseph's College Trichy. And C plus trainer for production engineers at DHL Trichy. Travel grant received from PhD for in ICD-CN 2011. A grade certified national cadet corps. Google certified educator. Red Hat certified system administrator. This is about his academic experience. And regarding his research experience, is international journals about 15, the Scopus and SCI indexed 9. And he registered Indian patents, about 2 patents he registered. He has attended about 5 international conferences. He has attended about 5 national conferences, and book chapters he did 2. Training programs attended is a faculty development program, about 5 programs he attended. Short-term training programs about 10 programs, and workshops and conferences about 25. His professional memberships are Computer Society of India member, and Association of Computing Machine ACM, and International Association of Engineers IAENG, Indian Association for Research in Computer Science, that is IARCES, the Society of Digital Information and Wireless Communication, SDIWC. So with this introduction, I welcome Dr. Gopi to present his paper, present his webinar. Welcome, Dr. Gopi, please.
Yes, sir.
Over to Dr. Gopi.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction, sir. It's a really pleasure to talk here. Thank you, Kumaresan sir, for the welcome. And I recall my talk with the Institution of Engineers in 2016. I was talking about mobile and mobile-based technology 1 week before my marriage. And I recall my days with,
Yeah, we remember Gopi. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, over to the topic. The topic for the discussion is blockchain and its application. The topic is a generalized presentation today. And we start with chain of blocks. I hope my slide is visible.
Yeah, slide is visible, sir. Visible, sir. Visible.
Yeah. It's a chain of blocks which contains information. This notion of technology is not new in computer science. We started long back in the form of programming language, especially in the data structures. We used a linked list, a list which contains the necessary information, which passes its value to the other nodes. We call it as blocks. So the same is taken into this real world, which has the word blockchain. Blockchain is not a double word, it's a single word. It has the combination of block as well as chain, which has the necessary information to run the world. Now, the important aspects of the blockchain is it is decentralized and distributed. We do have a traditional information systems or centralized system where we do have client server architecture, and we moved from client server to 2-tier architecture, and then 3-tier architecture, and then n-tier architecture. It is all about there is a central authority which grants the access to everyone in the network. That is how we define the centralized systems. In computer language, the world is crazy about decentralized system, which means that everybody is owner. Everybody has a right to access the information. Okay, decentralized is also not new concept in computer science. Most of the real world system present today, especially about the social networking system, which are decentralized, which means that everybody can create certain information, we can share, we can organize the information. The best examples are the Facebook. Now, this blockchain, why it is so special on this? It is decentralized and then distributed, which means it is it runs the philosophy of decentralized, and it also has the copy of this information. That's what it is saying, distributed. So one is decentralized and the other one is distributed. During this process, this distributed, everyone maintains a copy of information, and that is possible to update, validate, and secure. Right? One is distributed and then centralized, which maintains the necessary information. And the common myth about this blockchain, okay, Bitcoins are blockchain. Actually, it is not. Bitcoin, which uses the technology of blockchain. Okay, this is a common understanding. I'm not expert on this topic. Based on my understanding on this, I'm speaking. Generally, we are talking about blockchain in the world. Everybody thinks about Bitcoin. Of course, this is right, but this is not equal to blockchain. Blockchain is the big technology in which, like Bitcoin, there are other things which are working under this. So the common myth is Bitcoin is blockchain. Actually, it is not. Now, why there is a hype on this? Why everyone is talking about this? When Sir was introducing, it says that all our Lang documents, all the necessary documents will be interconnected, and it will be shared, secured properly. Yes, it is so. And there is a firm which does the research and which produce the information. There is Gartner Research. They have saying that around 2 trillion of goods and services will be using these technologies, especially for supply chain management or tracking of information. We do have tracking of information in real-time tracking, right from the origin or right from the production to the delivery, whether we have a sufficient or meaningful information. So that is how the hype is. Now, earlier we said it is a distributed and then decentralized. Now, there is another definition of the blockchain. It is an immutable ledger, which means that the information on the web, okay, it's immutable ledger, which means the ledger is very common to us in terms of transaction, be it a transaction property like atomicity, consistency, or isolation, durability. Now, this immutable ledger, what it means that once created, it cannot be changed. As like in a Java language, we do have a immutable classes in Java. Once it is created, it will not be able to change. That means that it maintains every information which are on the part. So basically, every business which is connected with the computer science, it runs with information. So the faster it's received, it is help us to take decisions. So in that sense, we do have information, this information decentralized, and then it is also distributed and it is immutable. And to talk further, apart from this immutable or distributed, we do have a smart contract. Smart contract is nothing but it is basically a set of rules. In BHEL language, we do have the purchase order for the, I recall my project days with vendor information system, where we have information about GM group manufacturing specification, group certificates, and then purchase order. And based on this, there will be a history card will be maintained, and this information help us for production. After the production, we prepare invoice, and then the necessary documents will be submitted to BHEL, and then there will be an approval. Based on that, the payment will be deducted. Now, imagine this system now with a smart contract. It's basically an agreement. It's a contract. Now, it behaves intelligently. It works automatically. That's what it's a phone moved into smartphone. Likewise, the contract moved into smart contract. So it works with certain agreements. If everything is there, it works automatically. So first one is the distributed ledger, and the second one is immutable records, and the third one is smart contracts. So these are the primary elements of blockchain technology. There are umpteen elements are there. The key elements are distributed ledger, and it is having the immutable records, and it also works on the basis of smart contracts. Why there is a hype? What is the real benefit of this blockchain and its technology? There are a lot of advantages we can talk, But in a sum up, or the myth is like we do have a variety of technology for everything. The blockchain brings the coordination in the form of trust. Okay, we do have one technology which has everything. I can trust this. Okay. Say normal behavior on the web or the e-commerce. When we browse certain things, we work on the Flipkart or Amazon. We depend on the feedback. Maybe out of 5 it is 4.2, so it must be a great product. So there is an amount of trust with the technology and through the tool. Now, the same trust, the extensive case study of this cryptocurrency or the blockchain technology, the fascinating example is buying a diamond in online. Okay, the biggest issue is trust. Where can I trust? Whether it is proper one or is it fake one? If we have a technology which tells when it is started, where it is created, and how it is transferred, the complete information is on the technology. So the best case study of blockchain and technology is the diamond business. We can see a few case studies also at the end. And the second one, whenever we talk about so great things in technology, how secure it is there any compromising principle? How really it is? What are the technologies behind it? And the important aspects of blockchain is the foundation is cryptography and cryptanalysis. And how it really works is the classical example of computer science. Allies want to send money to Bob or Ben, and it creates a block of transaction. The transaction creates a block, and then it validates for approval. And after its approval, it appends to the necessary block of transaction. Once it is added, it reaches to the other person. The classical example is Ben receives the money from the allies, and there should be some acknowledgement. At every stage, as we know that it is on the distributed ledger, and everywhere from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, the smart contract works, which means that there is a standard agreements which executes automatically. Now, this is another example of same. A transaction is requested, a block that represents the transaction is a block is created, and it is appended with the network, and then it is validated, and then it receives the proof of work. It can be a reference number or transaction number, and then it is added into the blockchain, and the transaction is complete. Okay, these are maybe a common example, common understanding of a transaction. This is how it works on the blockchain. But now, the biggest example of this, we can understand a Google Doc or a shared sheet. During this pandemic, everyone is comfortable in managing the Google Docs or Google Sheet. And one copy of, the copies shared or distributed, everyone is able to edit. It will not disturb other works. And of course, there are permissions, and we can protect the document. We can effectively collaborate. Okay, that is how the simple example of a blockchain we can say. But this is an example to understand. In real world, it is so complex on this. And to sum up this, a transaction is requested, and the transaction is broadcasted to add into this block. And then before adding into this, there is a validation also. And to sum up this entire chain of works, each transaction is recorded as a block, and then the blocks are connected once before and after it, and it becomes an irreversible chain that is called the blockchain. Now, we are clear with three things. Like one is it's chain of block, and then we do have a distributed ledger, immutable records, and then it helps for supply chain. And then we do have this block-based information access. Now, do we have any type of blockchain networks? Yes, we do have. The very classical types are public, private, or permission-based, or consortium. Say the public blockchains are best examples are Bitcoins. Everyone who is interested can take part of this. And then private, of course, it goes to a specific industry. If an industry like DHL want to adapt this, we can adapt this. As a private blockchain networks for their own business. And the third one is permission based. Say the movies or the web series are the trend now, the modern ways of broadcasting information. Now they give the information, they give the access based on certain permission. The permission is you have to pay for a year or per month or quarterly. So it's based on the permission we will be able to access that. And then the consortium one, like Computer Society of India, the forum in which we are interacting now, wanted to use the networks, we can use the blockchain networks and we can collaborate real time. So these are the types of blockchain networks. Now, blockchain, the fundamental of this blockchain is, so far we have explored. Now, the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin, which are the real applications of blockchain. The cryptocurrency, it's basically doesn't have intrinsic value like INR, USD or this thing, okay, and which can be converted, and it has no physical form and there is no centralized authority. Okay, that is the biggest issue, although in the Bitcoins, okay, there is no centralized authority, which what the rules and regulations, it's changing from country to country. That is also a drawback as well as the advantage. So the benefits are increased transparency, we can track accurately, it's a permanent ledger, and of course the cost is also reduced. And what are the unknown factors which are affecting cryptocurrency or in general blockchain is it's a complex technology and regulatory implications and competing platforms. So we have multiple technologies, whether the user are forced or compelled to use mobile phones to access, or it is possible to use only laptops, or how we are going to distribute in terms of platforms, and what are the challenges in terms of implementation. These are some unknown factors on the blockchain technology. And to my surprise, maybe before preparing this PPT, I was surprised to see what is the 1 rupee of 1 Bitcoin value of Indian rupee. It is close to 40 lakhs as on today. And then the government is also working on the digital currency, and we use blockchain technology mostly on the banking based technologies and how we can track the money. So wherever in general, wherever money involves, blockchain also involves, okay, to track from the starting point to the end point. The different versions of blockchain is at first version we had it is used for currency or payments, and then it is replaced with contracts. Now it is decentralized to end-to-end network, which means that there comes all sort of business. Say IoT is leveraged, and then this supply chain management and tracking of business. So everything comes under in the blockchain 3.0. And the biggest game changer in the market will be this is based on the prediction, manufacturers, especially about supply chain based technology. This will be used much when it comes to the real-time distributions. So as I was saying that the great benefit of this will be the greater trust. So once the trust and security is enhanced, this will be used for any business. Yeah, this will be the basis of this security. We have a message from Bob to Lisa, and we have the plain text I am sending so and so, and which applies the hash function. The hash function produces some numbers which cannot be read by others. And the beauty of that is the message cannot be modified. If it is modified, we will not be able to construct the original image. And then, so basically hacking is distant dream in terms of hashing. It's a fundamental technology, it's part of cryptography. Okay. And then say to give an overview of hashing, how the simple input and output, how the cat is converted into this hashing, applying the hashing algorithm, what will be the output. And then even if a small letter changes, the entire output is changing. So it is impossible to hack. That's what the overall idea is. Okay? It has a unique fingerprint on the block. And even for it depends on there are different approaches on this computer science of the cryptography. Even this simple 32 bits or 64, we can use public cryptography or private cryptography, advanced encryption standard. All these are helping us to trust this technology that security is possible. And then the important algorithms we do use in this space is Blake 2 and then MDS5 or secure hashing algorithm. All are combination of private and public key algorithms. And then this is the actual technical stuff where we do have in the first slide I have connected it. This is an example of a linked list which starts from that. And we do have information. Say if you have a block 3 has a information, the address information which is stored in the block 2. Okay, of course it starts with block 1, which has the necessary information about block 2, and then block 2 has the necessary information about block 3. That is how the information shares between one block to another block. And the myth is, or the industry focus to trust your technology. Does Elon Musk support Bitcoin? Okay, whether famous personalities are adopting this cryptocurrency. Yes, it is true. He actually, this is it came into a big scam also. He just gave a message in the Twitter that I'm supporting, I'm investing in the Bitcoin. That's it. Most of the market fluctuation was, completely changed on after this Twitter effect. There was a big case study, and it was published as a paper also. And the matter of fact is, he accepted the decision to use the Bitcoin as a payment for its electric cars and helping the virtual currency to mainstream the global finance. So completely like if a person like Tesla, Elon Musk is trusting this Bitcoin, there is something, that is what the hype is. And the major blockchain protocols are, number one is Bitcoin, Ethereum, another platform or protocol, and we do have a Ripple, Hyperledger, OpenChain, and IoT based one, and BigChain. Apart from that, IBM is using for food products, and then we do have Microsoft Azure protocols, and these are basically working for payments and supply chain and finance, mostly on the finance sides, to execute smart contracts, centralized or decentralized authorization, automatic tracking. And the best case study is now this COVID vaccination drive, where it started and how it has to reach. So all these complete tracking mechanisms are used in this. And then now there comes a council. Okay, is there any council which approves these standards or discussing about that, or whether they have any standard approval or certificates? Yes, they do have. We do have Blockchain Council, which promotes this use of blockchain in terms of the proof of concept or industry standards 4.0. All these things, it is promoting to use this blockchain as the future technology. Now, the common use cases are here in billings and monitoring or data transfer as a market level, and the government sector, the smart contracts. In some countries, the lawyers are against this technology as it executed automatically this smart contracts. Okay, there is a bypass of law. And then IP registration, tax receipts, And then the biggest use cases in the blockchain is the revolution started from IoT, because it is possible the device to share the information. So there are a lot of sensors around the world. The sensor is capable of communicating to the computer and pass the information. So it replaces human and it passes the data, and the data is centralized, and then it is able to execute smart contracts. And the health is the big sector to access this this smart contracts or ledger. On this day or based on this medical history of mine for the last 10 years, it is possible to predict next 20 years how it will be. On the finance side also, like some of the applications which does that, you upload your pay slip of last 10 years or 5 years, we will be able to say where you will be after 10 years, what will be your income. So all these things are using this technology to predict in the future. And then science and art, we use smart computing and crowd analysis. And the blockchain, as of now, it is picking up mostly in the finance and accounting. And some of the real life cases of blockchains are it is possible with smart city. Dubai started using from 2016 to adapt this, using this, right from street lights or public transportation, everything is connected. The drawback of the systems are, we do have multiple systems. We don't have an integrated system which connects everything. That is possible through blockchain. That's what the overall idea also. And yeah, this vaccination distribution, which is supported by IBM, which is currently used in the US. It is possible to use end-to-end traceability, and it is having the reduced risk, and then safety assurance also ensured at every level. There are other case studies. This is purely on the IBM's tracing fresh seafood from the moment it's caught. Okay, if the things are implemented, staying at Trichy, I'm at home, I can comfortably buy fish through a single app. Okay, I know when it is caught, and then when it is packed, when it is moved, all these things. And fueling innovation in the oil and gas industry, another big example of supply chain industry. Okay, when it is started and where it is that, and moving, tracking, even including billing, and if there is a demand and how the supply has to be. So every information, like right now we do have information part-time piece, and all the information is connected through this internet, and at one shot we will be able to measure it or use it. And increasing trust in retailer supplier relationship. That's what this is the example of buying food online or buying a dress. We don't feel that we are fooled or faked by someone. And another big example of this blockchain, diamond tracking. This is also a real-time case studies. And as earlier I was saying, the blockchain council, it promotes some certification to gain on confidence on this, or to promote academic instruction on this blockchain. And yeah, here are a few examples or real-time applications how Google is using this. The original company's Google's is Alphabet. Okay, it uses this building blocks, and it connects all its technologies in cloud and using as a blockchain. And IBM and Walmart have partnered in China to create a blockchain, so that even if you are buying a small apple in a Walmart store, you will be able to track where it is purchased, and how it is manufactured, and how it is sent through, what is the travel mode, and on what date it is arrived. And every information the user will be able to get it. It can be through a smartphone distribution, or it can be by entering the product code in a computer or digital information system. It is possible. And Ethereum which is used in this Microsoft Azure as one of the cloud-based tool on the blockchain. And US uses the Security Council, which they have adapted the blockchain. And then the American International Group of Insurance to predict what is the popular and how it can be linked, how if disaster situation like COVID, how we can link this So prediction, all part of smart contracts, which is applied here. And then Maersk also, which is a firm which executes this blockchain based, maritime projects. They are pioneer in this. Yeah, with this almost comes to an end. I'm open for a discussion. This talk is very short, and then which gives an overview of what is blockchain, why we need to use, what are the different types of blockchain, and why there is a hype. Is there any security mechanism? And does Elon Musk support Bitcoin? And then what is a 51% attack? Like, of course, this technology is so popular, and cryptanalysis or cryptography is also it's a trend in the business. One Bitcoin, for example, in Indian context, it is 40 lakhs. So there are a group of attackers or hackers. They were trying to gain confidence. This is promoted as 51% attack, which gains above 50%. Okay, that's what the overall idea of this. With this, I would like to stop and, sir.
Now the questions are open to participants. If people can ask any clarifications, doubts. Gopi, Dr. Gopi, it was a wonderful presentation, short and sweet. Really, it was nice. And where are we, sir? India, where are we? And world, who is the leading in blockchain, sir?
Yes,
which country is leading?
Yeah, currently IBM and Microsoft is leading, sir.
Oh, nice. Where are we now? India, where are we, sir, in blockchain? And Andhra and Telangana are their pioneers, in India. Like that I heard somewhere.
Yes,
Telangana,
sir.
they made.
Yeah, they have tried this, especially for this electrical maintenance system, especially connecting with the pipe, the electrical lights automatically turn on and turn off, and the maintenance, how it goes. It's under study, sir. It's under observation.
Oh, how about the university certificates and all? There is a big thing thought going on regarding printing of also through blockchain like that. Can you throw some light on that, sir? More
yes,
sheets
sir.
and this.
Yes, sir. That's what, sir. It is an integrated platform. If you have we already have a unique ID, and the unique ID is connected, and then we can this certificates or all our academic accomplishments are linked with this our own government drive. This OneDrive, which we use as part of national e-governance data plan. Even recently, the CBSE marks scorecards are linked with that. So once that is ready, it will automatically go into this. It's like OneDrive. The name is, I'm not able to recall it. It is possible, sir. It is working on it, especially on the CBSE mark card. It is successfully executed, sir.
Oh, how about land records, sir? Our Indian land records. Anything as process, anybody, any state pioneer in that?
As of now, I'm not very sure, sir, but the land document by nature itself, it is a complex system here. And yes, sir.
Dr. Gopi.
Yes, sir.
I got a few of these things. Like you gave a nice example as how the apple is traced by the Walmart, from which place it was harvested, how it was transported, whether it came by flight, etc., etc. And when you buy it, if you are able to know the record of all these things, say when I go to the market and take an apple, if I know that it is from Kashmir or it is from, say, somewhere in Kodaikanal or something, it is known, it gives me some sort of a satisfaction and other thing.
Yes, sir. Now, that's the overall idea of blockchain, sir.
That is there. Now I find a lot of applications there in blockchain, which can be put to day. Say, for example, you take a tomato. And if you know that, yes, it is from this field plugged on this particular date, it was like this, it was kept it in a fridge or something like that, or it is fresh, or you buy fish, and if you are able to trace the history, it will be useful. Now, can't you do something that a lot of academicians are also, I can see, take simple students project in an affordable, implementable style, which is suited for the local these things. Okay. The typical example is, if the tomatoes, for that, what all the IoT devices for that to measure some of these parameters. And when you buy it, how to implement actual practical supply chain which is commonly used by people. Can't you think about taking it as a student project and implementing it? I think if we do something, it will be a real helpful to the society. That is what I feel. I mean,
Yes.
it can be thought about it.
Yes, sir. It is possible. It is possible through like with few technology, especially with IoT based step to get the information on the field, and then application development, and then connect with the regular supply chain. It is possible, sir.
See, now what happened is IoT has become a subject in almost all engineering colleges. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it is a basic IoT lab. It has come, and the concept of supply chain as a concept people know, but the moment, as you rightly said, that when you talk about this thing, blockchain, immediately what it comes to their mind is Bitcoin. Is it correct or not? That sort of a thing only anybody tend to think. In fact, I was also thinking for a long time like that.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
some of the actual this thing, as you say, how to put trust in a supply chain management. When you buy something in the market, how to enhance the trust and what do you call, how to put the truth to these people. These
Yes,
sort of things, I think as a small, it can penetrate to the society. The best way to take it up is simple students, academic projects, probably a small fund also, like even CSA used to give some fund for certain projects. We can think it in these lines. That is what I feel. This is just a thought of mine.
Yes, sir. It is
Okay,
possible,
okay.
sir. It is possible to build, sir.
Yeah, like generally more awareness from the practical aspect. If faculties are taking it up seriously, it will benefit the society.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One academic example is that capstone projects. Like most of the students' projects are connected with capstone, and then the project is linked in that, and then every project is validated from then, and it is distributed and centralized with decentralized with the students of the world, sir. That is how it is also working in that.
Okay, good presentation. It gave an overall idea, overall concepts. And I also like to mention a small point. In fact, when Dr. Gopi was asked to take up something, I know his area is mobile computing, location-based mobile computing, where he is very familiar. In fact, I suggested IE wants to give a talk. IECA said, why not to give it? Then Gopi told right thing. Sir, this is comfortable, but this is one emerging area. I myself would like to know something more. So I will take this as an opportunity in this contest that will force me to learn further into this thing. I think that spirit I really appreciate. Congratulations, Dr. Gopi, for disseminating this. You have learned and you have also disseminated. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Gopi, for your nice presentation.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. There is a question in the chat window. Yeah. How can we start with a career in blockchain? Of course, to gain confidence, we can go for certificate courses.
Vote of thanks, call for the mass get.
Yes. Job
Madam, good evening, Silvaraj.
Sir, Silvaraj, sir, you are not on. You are on mute.
Sir, yes, sir. Gopi, sir. Yes, sir.
There is a question in the chat window.
Yes, sir. Please answer, sir. Please. Shall I read it or you will read it and answer?
Yeah. The job market, as such, it is not open for blockchain expert. It has a comprehensive understanding of technologies like ERP-based system or CRM-based system, as well as this extensive knowledge on the database or distributed systems. And we can focus on any one area and specialized in that, and we can go ahead, sir.
When Mr. Balakrishnan asked one question, sir, chat. Did you see it, sir? Yes, cryptocurrency, local currency or universal currency is asked.
Sir, the cryptocurrency by name itself, it's a universal currency, sir. The legal implication also, the biggest issue on the currency also in that, sir. Legal implication, we cannot, fix any rules. This is only for India. And that is what it gains popular also in the Bitcoin trade. And our government is trying to, accept the rules and regulation of Bitcoin, and it allows us to trade. I hope I'm some extent clear, sir.
Yeah. Participants, any more questions, or we can proceed to next agenda? This one. So, over to Dr. Kumaresan to announce next program, sir. You announced already. Once again, you can tell. Dr. Kumaresan? Yeah, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Next week, 23rd of this month, 6:15 p.m., we are observing that World Water Day 2021. The theme is valuing water behind the issues of pricing. Dr. Saktishwan will be addressing the theme address. Thank you.
Now, next agenda, over to vote of thanks. Now, we call upon Dr. E. Kribakaran, our past chairman, to propose vote of Kribakaran, sir.
Sir.
Please propose vote of thanks, sir, on behalf of Computer Society of India. You are our past chairman.
Yeah. On behalf of Computer Society, it is really a pleasant privilege to propose this vote of thanks. And one thing I really admire about CSI IE is whatever happens, they are able to maintain knowledge dissemination every week regularly. Tuesday means you can mark it in your calendar. Yes, definitely there will be something. And I'm really very thankful that all the predecessors in a very systematic manner, they are following this particular thing. And particularly all the office bearers, I can say, without any exemptions. Of course, Mr. Selvaraj had been there in almost all these professional bodies group related to BHL. And right from Swamidas sir's period, I know that how systematically all these things are going on. And thanks for maintaining this tradition. It has been an excellent knowledge dissemination, very useful. And special thanks to Dr. Gopi, today's speaker, who gave an overall picture of that knowledge dissemination. And I'm also able to see lot of people of the faculty who has come over here, and they are spending like Dr. Some of them I can note down is Dr. Adiselvam, Dr. Deepa, Dr. Mercy, Dr. Ram Ganesh, Dr. Sangeeta, and all these people, they are head of the Department of Computer Science and other things. There may be many more people also. My intention is some of this concept should penetrate down the level. One of the best ways of penetrating is when it goes as a student project work, which has got an acceptance. It will, this is one of the ways. I still recall that B2B concept, e-business, we started it as a student project in 2000 itself. That was a big success in the outsourcing area. So like this, in this Bitcoin technologies, how to improve the trust and transparency can go into the day-to-day work through the students' projects and involving these academicians and industries at the operational listing. Thanks for Dr. Gopi's contribution today. And I'm sure that this forum, that Professional Bodies Association will of Tiruchirappalli chapter will take this concept higher and higher. And I'm also personally very pleased to be associated with this group. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you once again. Thanks for all the people who have come over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gopi. Thank you, Dr. Kribakaran, for participating in all our events. Thank you, sir, for all your directions and all. We enjoyed working with you. Thank you, Dr. Kumaresan. Kumaresan, sir, shall we close it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Gopi. Thank you. Very nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We'll close it.